I think the most important outcome is that we're seeing a fundamental change in the way the world produces and uses energy, away from what we call conventional fuel sources to renewable fuel sources. The report makes that clear, even though it doesn't get into any detailed assessment about the precise speed and scope. The report avoided getting into those weeds because that's not the main focus of the report. The main focus of the report is about the geopolitical effects of the fundamental shift in energy production and use that we anticipate. First of all, I should say we're very pleased about the partnership that we had with the UAE and Norway in funding and supporting this report. And we're very pleased with the Commission, the leadership by President Grimson and Director General Amin in bringing this Commission forward and producing the report. And it was important for us because, as you know, Germany is in the middle of what we call Energiewende. We have a legislated preference. It's the law in Germany that we are transitioning to renewables. We think it has to happen because of climate change and a number of other co-benefits, but climate change is the main driver. And we think it has to happen on a global scale, and we think it is occurring on a global scale. The transition is happening now. And therefore, we have to manage it well. And in order to manage it well, we have to know what's happening, understand what's happening, anticipate challenges in order to deal with them in a good way, make sure the transition is as smooth as possible, but also anticipate the benefits so that we can take those policies and those decisions that we have the maximum effect of the benefits that we anticipate. The report does something very nicely. It doesn't shy away from naming concrete outcomes that we anticipate, challenges as well as opportunities. And it names issues, it also names states. So it's a good read, it's direct, it's concrete. From the point of view of German foreign policy, what's very important is that there are certain cross-cutting global issues that concern the entire world. And they have to do with sustainability, within sustainability, energy, climate, food, water. We speak about a certain nexus of those issues. But there's other cross-cutting global issues like trade and investment, human development, human rights, justice. And our approach to foreign policy is that if we don't manage those cross-cutting global issues well, for example, if we don't manage to build up a sustainable world, then we will live in an environment that's not stable and that has great risks to peace, and we want to avoid that. And the report brings out that in the shift to renewables, there is also the need for global, rules-based, law-based cooperation. If you take, for example, the increased electrification that we anticipate as a result of the shift to renewables, that requires international cooperation. It needs to be well-regulated and transparent, and it will require cooperation and trust between countries. The same is true of the trade in the raw materials, the minerals that are needed for renewable energy. The same is true for issues of cybersecurity that will become even more important also with respect to renewables. So for us, it really brings out the need for multilateral rules-based cooperation. It'll work well only if we manage to do that.